Surprise! Who's this? Who's this? Who's this lady? My, she looks different from the last time you saw her. So I didn't tell anyone, well, maybe one or two people who couldn't pass it on, that I decided, maybe a week and a half ago, to shave my head. I got the idea in the bathtub in Albuquerque before I left there. So that was like May 14th or something like that before I left. And the thought came to me and I just kind of sat with it. And I had thought about shaving my head when I was in Hawaii and then decided not to at that point and was happy with that decision. Wasn't sure that I was ready to, go through whatever that would present for me to face in myself at the time. And it felt perfectly fine. It was like, yeah, I'll keep my long, beautiful hair right now. But it came to me recently and it felt right. And it felt like really the same ideas in Hawaii, that I'm changing, that I'm going through transformation, and that shaving my head would be an outward symbol of letting go of the old things that don't serve me anymore and opening up to a brand new life, which is what I feel like I'm doing here. That doesn't mean getting rid of all the things I cherish and love in my life. It just means getting rid of the old patterns and ways of doing things that are immature and that I've outgrown, that it's time to grow past in my life. Becoming a more confident person, because I've been a very passive person and that has served me well in many ways, but it's time to grow from that. And it's time to become confident in who I am so that I can be of better service to myself and everyone else in the world. So I got the idea and I sat with it and I went back and forth a little bit. But I decided that, yeah, I felt ready to do it. And then some synchronicities happened where people that I mentioned it to were supportive of the idea and kind of got it, kind of understood why I wanted to do it and how meaningful it might mean. And I discovered somebody who had done the same thing, actually more than one person who had done the same thing. And so that just gave me some validation for what I was making a decision for. So I got that idea. Then I was down in the shopping area and I was at the henna shop. And there's someone there who does henna tattoos. And I was like, ooh, I should get a henna tattoo on my scalp, because that would be nice to make it pretty once it's all shaved. So I had that idea and I booked that, like I booked my appointment to get my hair shaved. And then the next day I had an appointment to get the henna done. And then the next thing that came to me was, I should get some photography done. I should memorialize this, and not only that, I should glorify it. I should do something fun and creative with it, and who knows where that might take me. So I found a photographer called Metamorphosis Photography, mind you, and he knew of somebody who could do my makeup, and that was another thing I had a question about. I didn't just want to get conventional makeup done, and he was saying that the conventional makeup isn't necessarily the best for creative photography, but he knew of somebody that he thought would do a very good job of the makeup for me. So got my hair shaved on Thursday, got the henna tattoo done on Friday. So I had to sleep like on the front of my face that night so that I wouldn't mess it up. I was worried that it was all going to flake off because that's what it does eventually. And I didn't know that it was even going to last this long. But so then on Saturday, I went and did the photo shoot. And so she did my makeup on my face, and then she colored in all of this stuff inside the tattoo, which I think is just gorgeous. And there were costumes, beautiful costumes and accessories and things that I used for the photo shoot. And I won't lie, the photo shoot felt hard. Putting myself out there when I'm a person who tends to withdraw my energy, it wasn't easy to be putting it out and trying to, I don't know, please the photographer in certain ways, even though they were telling me to be myself. But then, if I talked at the wrong time, the makeup would get messed up, or if I moved at the wrong time, the photography would get messed up. And so, it was a real experience, a brand new experience for me of all of that. And the makeup artist not only did my makeup, but stayed and helped with the clothes and helped with the staging of the pictures. And she was just a godsend. I was just so grateful she was there, because she was really able to encourage me in the ways that I needed encouraging. And I don't know if I mentioned yet, it lasted for like 4 hours, which I was getting really tired. I'm not used to that much exertion. But I did it. I told myself, you can do this. You can do this. It was physically tiring. I was exhausted at the end of it. It was also sort of mentally and emotionally tiring. But anyway, I got through it. And when I left, I came back here and rested for a while. And then after that, I felt pretty good again. So that was nice, that feeling that tired afterwards, that I really could recover that quickly from it, because I wanted to go downtown and I wanted to show the woman who had done the henna tattoo the makeup job. And so I did that, and there were lots of people who were complimentary and noticing what I had done, and being very nice and saying it was beautiful. And so I loved that people were being so complimentary. And there was one little boy, it was funny. He was looking up at my head and he's like, "That looks like it hurts. Did that hurt a lot?" So I said, "No, this isn't a real tattoo. It's just paste that they make designs on your head with. It didn't hurt at all." So that was kind of funny, because I do not feel willing to go through the kind of pain that it would take to get a real tattoo like this. Plus, I would never want to get a real tattoo because I change my mind all the time and I don't want the same thing all the time. So henna is perfect for me. So here I am, and this stuff will flake off and the makeup will wear off. It's partially worn off from yesterday. The lipstick's all off, and I don't even have my own lipstick. Apparently I left those at home when I came here. So, but I've been pretty much into just going without makeup when I've been here. So, a life of contrasts. But anyway, and then the hair will grow out, which it's already, the woman who cut it, it didn't totally get down to the skin. There was a little stubble left, which you might be able to kind of see here. But anyway, my hair grows pretty fast, so I think soon enough it will be growing out. And then I'm just looking forward to sort of enjoying the stages all along the way of my hair growing out, and maybe having some different hairstyles, and maybe getting my makeup done, because the young woman who did my makeup does hair as well, and I felt a real connection with her, and I think it would be fun to work with her some more in the future and have her do hairstyles for me and do makeup. And plus, she needs support in her life, and I would be happy to give that. So that feels really beautiful, and it just feels like what I'm doing, it's like, it just sort of snowballed from one idea to the next idea, and I think that's just going to keep happening in my life, where one thing leads to the next, because this photo shoot is going to produce possibly 500 or 600 photos, digital photos, and what am I going to do with those? Who knows? So I just thought I would come on here and explain my appearance today, and then I will add on the other little video that I made today to this. So toodaloos, till next time.